Hello, my name is Tim Gamrick, and this is Georgina Speaks, coming to you from my front porch in my barrio Arena, San Fuego, Cuba. And I just thought I'd like to bring everybody up to date because I've been a little bit sporadic the way that I've been communicating, but the situation down here kind of calls for it. It's been a rather interesting 3 months, more actually, and watch. Yeah, todo bien. Entonces, okay, I'm going to put a little something out here. I am Tim Gamrick, and this is Georgina Speaks. And I'm speaking to you from my barrio, Arena, San Fuegos, Cuba. It's probably one of the poorest barrios, but one of the nicest. I've been all over San Fuegos, Cuba, and I love this barrio. And I've been coming to it for 27 years. So, kind of where I'm at is anybody's kind of keeping remotely kept an eye out knows that I've been diagnosed with COPD, which means I just literally can't breathe, can't walk. I can walk, but I mean, and quite a distance too. But there's certain exercises I have to do. So what I'm doing about that is I'm struggling through it. But I was in the hospital for 2 or 3 weeks. Got out. Didn't want to let you know I got premium medical care. The people are just so decent. The people at South Lake would be proud to call them colleagues. They're incredibly good medical care. Everybody knows that in the world anyway. So that's that. And I had a really funny experience today because I got all excited. Booked my ticket for March 24th to Miami, and then I can connect to Miami the same day and be up home. And so I'm expected to be home on the 24th of March. And then after it was all said and done, and I was getting all excited and telling her, "Oh yeah, I'm coming home," I realized I actually had booked for April 24th out of Santa Clara. So you can imagine how much fun that was. So I was up here, and then I'm back down here again. However, I went back on the site, and then I asked the chat bot, "What do I do?" And they said, "Oh yeah, no, you can switch because it's the same day." Clearly, they know you made a mistake, and it cost me an extra $85, but it's done, and I am booked for March 24th. So for that, I'm grateful and ready to go. And it's been an amazing experience here. I've enjoyed this family so much. My time at the hospital, everybody there. I'm producing a video for them, just to kind of to say thank you to them for everything that they did for me. And yeah, I mean, I love. Everybody knows I love Cuba, and so that kind of is that's that. And here's my rosary. Yeah, anybody who knows I've been carrying one around lately. It hasn't got quite the spiritual meaning that you might think it does, but in another way it does. It reminds me of whenever mother, when we lived in Aurora, mother wanted to get a little bit of contrition going on there. She'd have us kneeling on the cobblestone fireplace, and we'd run through a couple of rosaries or whatever the norm was for that. But so I found these in someone who gave me a bunch of stuff out of a storage locker, and I found a few of these. And this was the prettiest one, and I love it. And I actually use it for. I'll do my own particular rosary as it relates to my Sai Baba of Shirdi. I've kind of developed a set of prayers for it, and I'll do one that way. And it's just my own little spiritual knack, and it's also a way to respect my mother, and you get to hang out with Jesus. Isn't that imagine? So that's that. I'm all booked. My feet are swelled again. I got out of the hospital. By the time I got out of the hospital, they were gone all the way down. But they're all swelled up again. I'll get it fixed when I get home. So everything's good that way. So, and I always like to try to play a little music when I put one of these out. So we're all squared away at Yezine's house. My familia. She's looking at me like I got two heads here now. And I love my life, and I wouldn't give it up for the world. So I'm going to grab my guitar, and I'll play my song that I'm kind of in the middle of writing for my guru, Sai Baba. I'm going to back that off a tad. And I'll just kind of I'll just run through this. My Baba is the ocean, I give my will to thee. My soul's a raging river, it will find its way to the sea. And someday when I'm able, I'll be a devotee. For now, I'll just love you. And I hear your voice every time a newborn baby cries. I see your face many times in my mother's eyes. Never in heaven, never in hell, never that comes. But I know you are. And the sun shines and the ice melts and the water runs away. Rivers flow and the oceans grow to our sad way. So anyway, that's a little prayer in Hindu tradition. Most songs are prayers, and my guru from the mission in Brampton, she told me never to forget my songs are prayers, and she was absolutely right. And so for that, I'm grateful. I don't know what happened to the light. Here's the lamp. What lamp was that? Well, yeah, we were already in the dark. We were already working on batteries, and now we're going into the dark. I guess this must be the dark there. I don't know. Anyway, let me put this guitar away, and I'll carry on. Yeah, that's not perfect. Yeah. So we're only half it. There you go. Half in the dark. And Sophia's fixing that up right now. It's all good. Yeah, perfect. So that's that. I'm 6 minutes. And so what am I talking about here? So the funny thing was, I've watched Cuban Society for 27 years, looking for what's fair and what isn't fair about it, and most of it's fair. For example, you'll notice, everybody's cooking with started with gas, and then the gas went out. Then they started cooking with petroleum. They would have petroleum, diesel stoves and that kind of thing. And then they were getting low on diesel. They couldn't share, so they went to charcoal, which is carbone. They call it carbone here, big bags of that. And it's funny when they switch from one off to another. There's a big run on it, and then all of a sudden there's none available. Within 2 days, it's all back on track again, and everybody's on the same page. Well, look at David. David's having a good time there. He's wanting a bite to eat. That's what he wants. Whoa! No, it's okay, no problem. It's David, tengo hambre, ¿no? There's no stupid the niño. So anyway, little David there, he's looking for a bite to eat or something, or wants to be walked around. But he's getting bored. So anyway, I'm 9 days out from leaving. I tried to get out. I got out a couple of first times I was here, and I was able to do a couple of songs, and then I've not been able to sing since. And my voice comes and goes. Usually it's fresh in the morning. I can do a little bit, and then, but I'm fine. I'm doing other things right now, and I'm getting organized. I've done, I put packages together for people who need them, and excuse me. And I've sourced out things for other people who need them. So I'm working on I've got a lot of work done since I've been here, and I'm grateful for that. And to that end, I want to say, yesterday I mentioned to a number of people that I know that I'm trying to get some stuff done here, and I'm getting really tight about it. They sent me a whack of dough last night, like well more than enough to take care of whatever I had to take care of easily, and I'm grateful. People are really good. People are inherently kind. I've always said it. And as long as I'm upfront about what I'm doing, and I'm not wasting, and I'm not bullshitting about it, people are good. They're always happy to chip in, and for that I'm grateful. So I'm coming home. I'm going to relax. I've got a number of things that I'm consulting on with the town, and I'll always do that because I get along fine with those people. We got a lot of straight shooters in our building up there, and regardless of the new wave of consultants, we have a lot of really decent people there that toe the line, do the right thing, don't play games, and so as long as that's going on, I'll be happy to deal with the people in that building, and I suspect that it's going to be going on for quite a long time. So that's that. I've had a lot of feedback on the Lake Drive stuff. Just have people calling me. So if you're involved in that, if you have any questions, two things. If you got the letter that says 10 grand, you get your deed, pay it, take it, do it. Yeah, it'd be the best 10 grand you ever spent in your life. And you don't have to fight with anybody about anything. And the town's relinquishing any ownership interest. So nobody else can ever challenge you. Your property's golden, so that's that. If you're into a situation where the town has identified it as a property that they may need, or that they're claiming that they own, I would, well, obviously you got to get legal advice. Don't take mine. But I've recommended that everybody, anybody in that position, do a freedom of information request on your vote. What can I say? It's a busy street. Do a freedom of information request at the clerk's department. Do it online, make the request, and then, hey, cuidado, cuídate. Cuidado. No, mira, yo voy a hacer mi video, cuídate. No toca. Okay. So, entonces, do a freedom of information request for all correspondence for your entire file. So then you'll know where any communications from the past between former owners, you'll know whether anybody's claimed an ownership interest in the past or defended one, or you'll be on the same level playing field with the town as far as what information they have. You'll have the same, and then get legal advice, because it just makes common sense. So from there, and that's the waterfront, and I'm pretty much done with that. But I'll always help anybody who calls me, and I've always done that. And regardless, I am a professional in the area, whether it's real estate, whether it's building, whether it's project managed consultant, municipal process. I've got 40 years experience, and I believe it's my responsibility, if somebody calls me, to try to affect a positive outcome, right up until they're trying to use me to get my job done without me, and then I tell them to send me $1,000. So that's usually around a third phone call. So, wow, we're 11 minutes in, and I'm actually quite comfortable with this. So, like I said, I'm coming home on the 24th. Been an amazing journey here for the last 3 months, watching it all happen. And the propaganda makes me laugh. Marco and his gang and Trump. Somebody keeps asking me to make a meme of Donald Trump, saying, if I only had a brain. I happen to think it's a really good idea, but I'm kind of getting a little bit careful about that stuff, because I have things I want to accomplish, and sometimes head-on is not the best way to get your message out, because it'll just stop right away. So that's kind of where I'm at. Like I said, all's good. I'm just trying to think of some of the highlights. Oh, yes. And I see all the propaganda about the society here is collapsing, and there's garbage everywhere, and the streets, and people are homeless, and they're all nonsense. All the kids are really well dressed, better dressed than my kids are. My kids were, my grandkids are. They're all, I see hordes of them coming and going from school every day. The parents are all got their jobs they're running to. Usually 2 or 3 jobs to make ends meet, and we've all done that. Did it myself. And what happened was, because of the diesel situation, the trucks that collect the garbage went on an alternative schedule, which didn't allow them as much time as they needed. But they have a backup plan, as the Cubans always do about everything. And I have a cousin who comes by here every morning when it was going on. He was one of the backup crew that would go along with their bins, but by hand, and they clean up all of it. And I have videos of the streets perfectly clean, and it was lovely. I just noticed it when I was going down the road in the fact that, oh, smokes, this is, so all the propaganda is bullshit. Cuba's on top of its game, and they're suffering. There's no doubt about that. We're down cooking with carbon, charcoal, and we're not sure what's going to happen, how long before the diesel. As you see, the power is out. We got lucky today. Come on at 12 o'clock for 2 or 3 hours, and then it came on again at around, I think it was 6 o'clock till now. So that worked out really good. So am I just babbling now or not? Probably. Anyway, that's Cuba. I'm trying to get together with my musician buddies before I get away, and I will. Jimmy Cole and the gang. And I don't know why they all go down the road and listen to that loud music, but they all do. Love yous all, and I'll be up as soon as I can. I'll keep you posted if there's anything else comes up. And no, that's it. Take care, guys.